Akona Kumalo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really trying my best to be a consistent bit, okay? And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for the support. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Yeah, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. And yeah, like, comment, follow me on Instagram at akonakumalo_. That's all my social media. But I'm filming a how to get an internship in South Africa. I know it's round about that time. Maybe some of you guys are still in uni, or you just finished university and like you're still looking for work, or you're in your final year and you kind of like want to get a job when you're done, like, because you know. But yeah, so these are just a few tips and tricks that I used for my personal self. I think you guys, I'm sure, if like, you know, you're on this channel, if you haven't, you know that my first video was a graduation vlog. And yeah, so you know, there's like, I graduated, maybe I should give a brief history. I did my undergraduate at the University of Cape Town, and I finished in 2017, graduated April 2018, and then in 2018 I moved back home to Durban, and I did my honors at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and I did an honors in communication and media studies. So yeah, and that was, I've graduated this year, 2019, April, and since then it's been a whirlwind. But yeah, so let's get into a few of the tips. How to get an internship, or like your first job, or like whatever. I think the first thing that you should actually do is figure out what are you interested in. And I know you may be thinking, like, what do you mean, what am I interested in? Like, the first thing you would think, who would say what you're interested in is what you studied, but that usually isn't the case, because like a lot of people perhaps go to uni and stuff for like their parents, and you may be studying engineering, whereas like your passion truly lies in photography, or you know, whatever. Like, I know personally for me, when I first started uni, I thought I was gonna like do economics, like actually like registered for economics. I never even did maths, like what, like, you know. But it was just kind of that thing. You would say, okay, like your parents send you to uni, and it's kind of just like they basically tell you, okay, this is what you should do. And first semester I told moms, I was like, baby girl, it ain't working. And fortunately for me, like, I was doing a Bachelor of Social Science, so it's like a mix of like subjects and stuff. So I hadn't majored yet, so I was able to change my like my majors and stuff. And fortunately for me, like, Uma was very supportive about that, and I think, you know, so I changed my major to media and writing, and honestly that was the best decision that I ever made. And another thing that I'm grateful for is that this isn't for me, you know. And I know a lot of people, like, you know, like you study and you get to like third year and you realize, like, oh shit, like this isn't what I want to do. And you know, it's too late to change like your path and your journey, and get on track to where you actually truly want to be, because that is where you'll be happy. There's no point in going to work and you hate your job. Like, one, figure out what you want to do, what is it actually that you want to do. Two, I would register on job sites, like your Indeed, your PNet, which is like a recruitment site, and NGO Pulse. But also these sites are career specific, so I'm not sure. There's a site for like teachers and stuff, I forgot what it is, but like whatever links, I'll post everything like in my description box. I'll put everything in the description box, and register there. And also like manifest your dream job. Like, where do you want to work? Like, where do you see yourself working? Do research on that company. Yeah, but are their cultures is their work culture, sorry, like like relatable to you yourself, you know? Because I know personally, at where I currently work at, I won't mention where I currently work at, the work culture is so flexible. Like you can literally like be wearing like sneakers and jeans and a top, you know, but like you're actually at work. It's not, I knew I didn't want to work in a place where I had to wear like a pencil skirt, high heels, and a formal shirt. That's not who I am. Yeah, like go on those sites and just apply for whatever job you see, and ungayinaki experience too much. Like don't worry about the experience and stuff like that, because sometimes you never know, like you could literally get the job. Oh, another, guys, this I learned this so late, like I learned this so late in university, is that like the career, like some universities have career sites like where they actually post jobs, like companies post jobs, like recruiting, because maybe they perhaps want students from those universities. Like I know UCT has UCT careers, and I know UKZN has UKZN notices or something like that, and they post vacancies, like job vacancies for students, and that is so major key, like major key. I'm not sure about other universities, but that is major key. Like you getting like targeted, like people are targeting you, so you need to apply. Like what are you doing? And another major key, like guys, career fairs at university are important. Don't just go for snacks. Like we used to literally just go for snacks at Leslie Social. Guys, there's like people here coming to recruit you, and you busy, you don't even mingle, you don't even chatting with these people, you just like there for snacks, like because they'll come with like these big like fancy coffee machines and popcorn. But keep your eye on the prize, okay? Keep your eye on the prize. And you know, just never understood people, like why are they taking this thing so seriously? Like, you know, what's going on, guys? People are securing their future, like people are securing their future, and we're not busy. Popcorn's like, really, like get your shit together, you know? Career fairs are major key. Like whenever, like it doesn't even have to be a company that's perhaps related to your studies. Just go there and like networking. That's, you know, that's the biggest currency, especially if you're looking for a job. Networking. And another tip would be to get a LinkedIn account. You know, social media is super big nowadays, especially with companies too, because they are also, I think before people used to shy away from it, and it was kind of just like, oh, you know, whatever. But people want to know, who are you, who is Akona or Usbu or whoever, you know, that they're hiring, you know, like what is, you know, you LinkedIn like is kind of like a social media, or like a, I'll say like a Instagram or Facebook, but for career, for professionals. They post jobs, there's even international job opportunities there, you know. And people, again, there's recruitment, like talent acquisition specialists that target people. So again, like companies aren't just hiring like your CV anymore. They want to know like who you are, like what are you about, and all that stuff. Obviously not all, this is just like an opinion. You don't really need to have LinkedIn, but it's an added bonus if you do. So another point would be, start building a work portfolio. Don't just rely on a CV. I feel like your work portfolio speaks for you, like it's who you are. You know, insert your name here. So that's who you are. You know, people don't want to, like recruiters or whoever, don't want to look at your CV anymore. It's like, like who are you? Like show me what you have. Like before I hire you, don't show me, like don't tell me things what your CV list. Yes, class captain, like 2002. Like I mean, bruh, like, you know, like what have you been doing, like again in relation to your pattern, what, like, I mean, your passion, like what, like where, like what, let's see, like, you know. So you're just giving them a little taste of like what you're about, you know. And what I noticed is at university, like if you're going to like a formal structured university, like indaba portfolio is not really a thing, where as they really focus a lot on theory, whereas I feel like it should be a mixture of both, because as much as you can study, I don't know, like how to film stuff, you need to actually film stuff. Like you need to actively yourself whilst you're in uni, or even now if you're still like looking for work, like be working, showcase your skills and your interests and stuff like that. That's why I keep like emphasizing that you need to know what you actually want to do. Like, and if you just think about it right now, what is the first thing that comes to your mind about what you're truly passionate about and what you're interested in? Because that's going to help you. And again, like, take note that you can absolutely change this anytime. Like, it's ever changing. It can be ever changing. Don't ever feel like you are stuck to one thing. Like, that's why you get like doctors who are also like fashion bloggers, or you know, whatever. Don't ever feel like you only have to be like one dimensional. Absolutely not, honey. Absolutely not. You are 3D, and that's on period. Know your story. Like, when you get invited to an interview, like, know your story, bruh. Like, and notice when I said when, you know, when, not if, when. Yes, we're speaking into the universe. So when you get invited to an interview, like, you know, dress the part, you know, wear a cute blazer or a dress, get there, you show up, know the company, research the company that you're going to, gosh, and research the department, and kind of hopefully know who is, if you can like get that information, know, you know, who's in the team, like how it works, how does the company work, you know, do research, like look at your news, even scroll down News 24 real quick, you know, when you're sitting, you know, at reception, like what's happening, like what is currently happening, what are their shares looking like, you know, you need something like that, you know, things you need to know about the company or wherever you're going, you know. And regardless, even if you don't get the job, it may not be that correct job for you, you know, if you don't, but leave an impression on people. Like, I feel like that's so important. Like, that is so important. You have to, like, okay, fine, you didn't get it, but they know Guti Ubani, insert your name here again, this is that person, you know. And wow, you know, so whenever, you never know you're gonna bump into, like, again, that person can move to an HR role in the current company that you perhaps work in now, and be like, hey, you know, this person, you know, and they can maybe vouch for you later on in the future, or you'll meet them wherever. And you know, just again, networking and keeping that connection with people, you know. And again, like with internships and stuff like that, you're there to learn. I guess we also in a time like where internships and stuff like that, it's like that's what you do before you actually start getting a real job, you know. I'm just speaking for my own personal experience. This is my first job, you know. So an internship is basically kind of like work readiness type of thing, before you actually start doing work, but you actually are doing work. But anyway, you're not going to get into that. You actually do work, like you do very important work, and I feel like you have to be willing to go the extra mile. And you know, you just never know, guys. Like, I feel like, you know, my manager said to me, like, when I first started, she was like, you know, your work is a reflection of yourself. Again, like, leave an impression, like, everywhere you go, you know, greet people, you know. No one is beneath you, like, no one, absolutely no one. And don't only think, who would see some people are like up there because of their titles and stuff like that. Like, you don't know, guys, like, you don't know. And this is just me speaking off, like, based off my 3 months work experience. Like, you know, I've been working for 3 months now, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, it's not easy. Like, wow, university is such a bubble. Like, it is such a bubble. I don't think it's reality. I only feel like now I'm entering the real world. And yeah, like, just be confident in yourself. I feel like for me personally, that's what has helped, you know. And me building confidence in myself, and sometimes it sucks, because if you're a perfectionist, it is a bit hindering, and I feel like sometimes the opposite like of perfectionism is like procrastination, because you kind of don't want to do something because you're scared it may not be as perfect as, you know, or you're waiting for like your environmental circumstances to be perfect for you to put in that, like, you know, that work. But like it's never going to be perfect. You just have to try, you have to take chances, you have to take risks, and that's on period. Like, yeah. So if you have any questions or you need help, like, guys, message me. Like, I'm like, guys, I've sent so many CVs. I've been to so many interviews, like, and it sucks, like, whenever like you don't get it, it takes a little knock, I'm not gonna lie, especially especially when you really want it and you feel like, okay, you know, I knocked it out the park. No, do not stop applying. Like, do not, until you sign a dotted contract line, people telling you this is your job. Do not like stop searching, and be careful of people like trying to exploit you, you know. Like, just be, yeah, guys, like, be careful. Like, also use like your own, like, decipher for yourself, you know, and pray about it, and just have faith, man. Like, kuzolunga, guys. Like, you know, it's gonna work out. And you know, sometimes maybe like this video is about getting a job and stuff like that, but you can also start your own thing. Like, but yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just like my 3.5 cents on, you know, how to get a job, how to, you know, get an internship, like, as a graduate and stuff like that. And yeah, again, like, all the sites and all the details will be listed in the description box. And yeah, all the best, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you on my next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, like, share with me your experiences, or like what stage you're at in your life right now. Like, what are you doing, or how did you get a job? You know, like, let's share with other people. And yeah, so all the best. Bye bye.